Hello there, this is Heirs to the Kingdom channel, and in today's lesson we're doing Jeremiah chapter 40 and 41. Now last lesson I was saying I was going to do 2 chapters, so I am still going to do that, but some of these verses are a little long, and so it is going to be quite a bit of reading. Not too bad though, it is pretty straightforward. And what we do learn from in this lesson, that Jeremiah does stay in the land instead of going to Babylon, as of right now anyways. If you are new to this is a Bible study channel where I go through the King James Bible in order. I don't skip anything, as God commands. And if you don't know the Bible all that well, I do recommend starting off at Genesis chapter 1 and getting caught up. So, we're going to jump right into this lesson. Like I said, there is quite a bit to read, and I don't want to read it too quickly. But there is, the 3rd chapter is also attached to this, chapter 42, which we will not get into tonight, just for the fact that, for time. And it does kind of start its own little thing at the same time. But 40 and 41 are pretty much straight connected. And the title of these 2 is Stays with the Remnant. So that lets you know automatically Jeremiah stays with the remnant of people left in the land. So last we left off in 39, Jerusalem was taken. Zedekiah the king was blinded and taken to Babylon. His sons were killed. A lot of the city was burned. And, the meek, the poor was left behind with just a couple of people that they left as the governor of the area, Gedaliah, which we're going to speak about here more. And so they freed Jeremiah from the prison area, and he was put under the care of the guard. This Nebuzaradan. I don't know how I was reading it at first. My dyslexia said, forget it. And so it was left up to him what to do with Jeremiah. So let's go ahead and get started here. Chapter 40, verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord after that Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, had let him go from Ramah, when he had taken him being bound in chains among all that were carried away captive of Jerusalem and Judah, which were carried away captive unto Babylon. I'm sorry, I don't know why I switched pages there. Verse 2. And the captain of the guard took Jeremiah and said unto him, The Lord thy God hath pronounced this evil upon this place. Now the Lord hath brought it and done according as he hath said, because ye have sinned against the Lord and have not obeyed his voice, therefore this thing is come upon you. And now, behold, I loose thee this day from the chains which were upon thine hand. If it seem good unto thee to come with me into Babylon, come, and I will look well unto thee. But if it seem ill unto thee to come with me into Babylon, forbear. For behold, all the land is before thee, whether it seemeth good and convenient for thee to go, thither go. Now, while he was not yet gone back, he said, Go back also to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, whom the king of Babylon hath made governor over the cities of Judah, and dwell with him among the people. Or go wheresoever it seemeth convenient unto thee to go. So the captain of the guard gave him victuals and a reward, and let him go. Then went Jeremiah unto Gedaliah the son of Ahikam to Mizpah, and dwelt with him among the people that were left in the land. Now when all the captains of the forces which were in the fields, even they and their men, heard that the king of Babylon had made Gedaliah the son of Ahikam governor in the land, and had committed unto him men and women and children, and of the poor of the land, of them that were not carried away captive to Babylon, then they came to Gedaliah to Mizpah, even Ishmael the son of Nethaniah, and Johanna, and Jonathan, the sons of Kareah, and Sariah, the son of Tanhumeth, and the sons of Ephi, the Netophathite, and Jezaniah, the son of Maacathite, son of a Maacathite, they and their men. I tell you right now, these names sometimes are just a torture to try to read. Verse 9. And Gedaliah the son of Ahikam the son of Shaphan sware unto them and to their men, saying, Fear not to serve the Chaldeans. Dwell in the land and serve the king of Babylon, and it shall be well with you. As for me, behold, I will dwell at Mizpah to serve the Chaldeans, which will come unto us. But ye gather ye wine and summer fruits and oil, and put them in your vessels, and dwell in your cities that ye have taken. Likewise, when all the Jews that were in Moab, and among the Ammonites, and in Edom, and that were in all the countries, heard that the king of Babylon had left a remnant of Judah, and that he had set over them Gedaliah the son of Ahikam the son of Shaphan, even all the Jews returned out of all places whither they were driven, and came to the land of Judah to Gedaliah unto Mizpah, and gathered wine and summer fruits very much. Moreover, Johanan the son of Kareah, and all the captains of the forces that were in the fields, came to Gedaliah to Mizpah, and said unto him, Dost thou certainly know that Baalis the king of the Ammonites hath sent Ishmael the son of Nethaniah to slay thee? But Gedaliah the son of Ahikam believed them not. Then Johanan the son of Kareah spake to Gedaliah in Mizpah secretly, saying, Let me go, I pray thee, and I will slay Ishmael the son of Nethaniah, and no man shall know it. Wherefore should he slay thee, that all the Jews which are gathered unto thee should be scattered, and the remnant of Judah perish? But Gedaliah the son of Ahikam said unto Johanan the son of Kareah, Thou shalt not do this thing, for thou speakest falsely of Ishmael. Now here's the thing that Gedaliah forgot to do, and that's seek counsel of God, or the prophet, especially when it speaks the truth. He just took it upon himself and says, I am wise enough. And always remember, no one is wise enough. No one's wiser than God. Chapter 41. Now it came to pass in the 7th month that Ishmael the son of Nethaniah the son of Elishama of the seed royal, and the princes of the king, even 10 men with him, came unto Gedaliah the son of Ahikam to Mizpah, and there they did eat bread together in Mizpah. Then arose Ishmael the son of Nethaniah, and the 10 men that were with him, and smote Gedaliah the son of Ahikam the son of Shaphan with the sword, and slew him, whom the king of Babylon had made governor over the land. Ishmael also slew all the Jews that were with him, even with Gedaliah, at Mizpah, and the Chaldeans that were found there, and the men of war. And it came to pass the 2nd day after he had slain Gedaliah and no man knew it, that there came certain from Shechem, from Shiloh, and from Samaria, even 80 men, having their beards shaven and their clothes rent, and having cut themselves, with offerings and incense in their hand, to bring them to the house of the Lord. And Ishmael the son of Nethaniah went forth from Mizpah to meet them, weeping all along as he went. And it came to pass, as he met them, he said unto them, Come to Gedaliah the son of Ahiakim. And it was so, when they came into the midst of the city, that Ishmael the son of Nethaniah slew them, and cast them into the midst of the pit, he and the men that were with him. But 10 men were found among them that said unto Ishmael, Slay us not, for we have treasures in the field, of wheat, and of barley, and of oil, and of honey. So he forbare, and slew them not among their brethren. Now the pit wherein Ishmael had cast all the dead bodies of the men whom he had slain because of Gedaliah, was it which Asa the king had made for fear of Baasha king of Israel. And Ishmael the son of Nethaniah filled it with them that were slain. Then Ishmael carried away captive all the residue of the people that were in Mizpah, even the king's daughters, and all the people that remained in Mizpah, whom Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, had committed to Gedaliah the son of Ahiakim. And Ishmael the son of Nethaniah carried them away captive, and departed to go over to the Ammonites. But when Johanan the son of Kareah and all the captains of the forces that were with him heard of all the evil that Ishmael the son of Nethaniah had done, then they took all the men and went to fight with Ishmael the son of Nethaniah, and found him by the great waters that are in Gibeon. Now I'm going to go ahead and say this. This will be a common sense thing with most people, not just because I was trained in combat, all that stuff in the military. But first of all, this Johanan guy already said, hey, I'm warning you, this Ishmael guy, heard that he's going to try to kill you. And I don't believe you. Don't speak falsely of this. But where did he go? He was already there with Gedaliah, him and his men. If he would have been there when Ishmael tried his stuff, he could have defended him then. But, this is what happens when you don't, accept counsel from other people. When you think that you know everything and you're good enough the way you are, normally things are going to come by in life that's going to cost you. And this was cost him a lot. And it cost other people as well. But the sin is not on Gedaliah. The sin is on Ishmael. But let's go ahead and continue on here. Verse 13. Now it came to pass that when all the people which were with Ishmael saw Johanan the son of Kareah, and all the captains of the forces that were with him, then they were glad. So all the people that Ishmael had carried away captive from Mizpah cast about and returned, and went unto Johanan the son of Kareah. But Ishmael the son of Nethaniah escaped from Johanan with 8 men, and went to the Ammonites. Then took Johanan the son of Kareah, and all the captains of the forces that were with him, all the remnant of the people whom he had recovered from Ishmael the son of Nethaniah from Mizpah, after that he had slain Gedaliah the son of Ahiakim, even mighty men of war, and the women and the children and the eunuchs whom he had brought again from Gibeon. And they departed and dwelt in the habitation of Chimham, which is by Bethlehem, to go to enter into Egypt. Because of the Chaldeans, for they were afraid of them, because Ishmael the son of Nethaniah had slain Gedaliah the son of Ahikam, whom the king of Babylon made governor in the land. Now, that is the end of this reading. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. We haven't got to the lesson part. But of course, I can pretty much guarantee you something's going to happen to Ishmael. And because of his hate, it's going to cost him too. And while we have a lesson from God about that, you live by the sword, die by the sword. You're not to live by hate, because then all you do is make other people will eventually hate you. That's why we're supposed to live in love. Share love. And now, just because you love your enemies and love everyone else as brothers and sisters and everything, doesn't mean that you let them hurt you, that you're not allowed to defend yourself. We have to remember, in the English language, we have one word, love. And it means a lot of different types of love for things. There's, when you love your spouse is different than you love your children, than you love your parents, than you love your relatives, than you love thy neighbor. Now, in the original Hebrew, I don't know all the words for that. But I know that there's multiple words for love. And each one has a different level to it. I used to go to this one church. They had a agape box, they called it. This was Calvary of Tucson. And I kind of liked that. They had the box on the back walls at all the doors and stuff, and that's where you put in your tithings, as you came in or as you left, whatever. But agape is, love. That's all it says, agape. So that's just one of the words that mean love. Well, as I said, we have one word. But when you live in love and share love, then that's returned unto you. Especially from God. But if you live by hate and vengeance, then God doesn't like that. Never has. I didn't know the reading was going to be this quick. But I probably would have went ahead and did chapter 42 with it. I think there's 20-something verses with that, though. I think they're shorter. It's a straightforward reading, not a lot of things to stop at. You can get by it fairly quickly. But also, there's not much to learn from that when it's just a straightforward reading. I said, we're just coming into the story of this section. And it's, like I said, pretty straightforward. The main lesson we get from these couple of sections is always seek counsel. Gedaliah should have sought, the prophet, if Jeremiah was around beforehand. It didn't really state that if he was or not. But I definitely would have sought for counsel of the Lord, saying, is this true or not? When it comes to your life and stuff, it's not something that you says, okay, no big deal. Especially when other people rely upon you. Because of what happened, it wasn't just Gedaliah that was slew, that had been slain. It was many others as well. You can have a lot of people, if they don't know how to fight back and stuff, and you got people that do know how to fight, it's It's easy to defeat a lot of people that don't know what to do, because their first thing is to run, hide, and put up their hands, try to defend themselves, instead of actually pulling weapons and, be trained in counterattacks. Which the people should have been prepared for, because, just because you think there's peace in the land doesn't mean that everybody that comes to you is going to be peaceful. Everybody should know how to defend themselves. And if you don't know how to, you might want to start researching some on how to. You don't have to be a professional MMA or this, that, and the other, a black belt and whatever. That's irrelevant. It's like, you just need to know basic defensive moves, how to use different things as weapons, whether it be a rock, a stick, like a baseball bat or something like that, a club. And I would say all the way up to firearms, especially if you're here in America and it's, we have the Second Amendment. If you're in another country, you don't have the ability to train the firearm stuff. I would say train with whatever you can get. It's always rewarding to yourself to know that if something was to happen, I'm more prepared for it than what I used to be. But don't use that knowledge and training to do evil. That's one thing we're never to do. Defense is one thing. Attack is something else. You're allowed to defend yourself, but you're not allowed to, attack for no reason. But I'm going to go ahead and end this lesson here. So remember to pray. Always, always, always pray. Pray for yourself. Pray for others. Pray for each other. Pray for the lost. Pray for the found. Pray before you eat. Pray before you drink. Pray before you sleep. Pray when you awake. Pray in the middle. Prayer it's how you start hearing from the Lord more. And whenever you can hear from the Lord more, it's easy to seek counsel then. When you know the voice of the Lord, and you know when He's speaking to you, it's very hard to be deceived then by the other thing that may be trying to speak to you. So, until next time, God bless, good night, and goodbye.